Now let us all sit and think about this. When is the last time that the SEC investigated why a stock went up? This is one of those novel situations. The reason why they are investigating why the stock went up is because this is one of the few times where the stock goes up at the expense of the billionaire class and of the hedge fund industry in particular, who have made strategic donations year after year after year. They've prepared exactly for this moment.
No, but if anything, the Fed should not be looking at the Redditors who are trading. They should be looking at Robinhood and these trading platforms that arguably engaged in market manipulation by preventing people from buying certain stocks. I bought a little bit of GameStop, and when I logged on to Robinhood, it said I could sell that stock, but I couldn't buy new stock. I mean, that's so unfair. It proves we really don't have a free market in this country. We need a market where everybody can engage equally. And it really has kind of spurred this populist movement that's weirdly united the left and the right after, such a contentious election. We've seen people like AOC say what Robinhood did is unacceptable, and then Ted Cruz agreed with her. So we need to get to the bottom of what Robinhood did and if any laws were broken, because it was really unfair to retail investors.
So there's been a lot of talk this week about the GameStop drama and the hedge funds and Robinhood and how this is the latest example of the populist revolution sweeping America. And that is true, but not enough attention has been paid to exactly how the elites maintain their power, how they rig the rules in their favor. It is a very specific technique. Look at the team Robinhood has put together. Their chief legal officer is a former SEC commissioner. Their head of regulation is a former SEC chief of staff. They employ executives and lobbyists who are former officials from the Senate Banking Committee, the House Financial Services Committee, the whole company stuffed with former regulators. Look at Citadel, a multinational hedge fund, one of Robinhood's main clients. Citadel is an investor in Melvin Capital, another hedge fund which shorted GameStop. Janet Yellen has made more than $7 million from Wall Street firms, including nearly $1 million from Citadel in the past 2 years. For years as Fed chair, she made policy that was critical for the finance industry. Then she goes to work for them. Now she's back regulating them. It is called the revolving door, and it might as well be the logo of the Biden administration.
This is more about the powerful versus the powerless. And the powerful want to make sure they stay powerful, and they want to make sure the powerless don't have the power.
Absolutely. This is the David and Goliath story through and through. Kristen makes a lot of great points. And I have to say, President Biden, he hasn't said a word about this. No one's talking about it from his administration, because if you look at his FEC report, he's had a lot of hedge fund managers that have contributed to his campaign. The big thing I see about Janet Yellen is the fact that she was once paid by Citadel, who's an investor in Robinhood, by $810,000 as far as speaker fees. So to me, I think she should recuse herself from this. I don't think we're going to have a good straight answer, and I don't think they're going to get to the bottom of it, because I think she is also bought and sold.
It's underexplored. I mean, people talk about political donations and corruption there. This revolving door, I think this is at the heart of it, because imagine that if you're regulating an industry and you know that once you leave, you're going to get a cushy, well-paid job with the exact companies you regulated, that has to affect your behavior while you're being a regulator.
Of course it does, Stephen. Thank you so much for having me. I have seen this play out time and time again whenever it comes to this story. We have former SEC chairmen, some of whom even who presided over the dot-com bubble back in 2000, who are calling for commissions and investigations into the price of GameStop. Now, let us all sit and think about this. When is the last time that the SEC investigated why a stock went up? This is one of those novel situations. The reason why they are investigating why the stock went up is because this is one of the few times where the stock goes up at the expense of the billionaire class.